Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to another episode on the Truly Bedrock server. We are on episode 8, guys, and I'm excited as always. But without further ado, let's just jump into the episode. The first thing we're going to do in today's episode is talk about this little mushroom design that I have right here. I did mention in the last episode that we were going to be working on these mushrooms because we need them to be custom. And I think this is the design we're going for. It's nice and different and it's oblong and it's a neat shape, I think, and I think it just makes it really stand out and fit in with the fantasy style. So we will do another one of these on camera with you guys so that I can kind of show you how I go about doing these mushrooms, and then the rest of them I'm gonna do off camera. Now that we have torn down the mushroom, it will be no surprise to anyone that the way that I tackle these is kind of the same way I tackle a tree. So I tend to start with a top base and then kind of just work my way down into a shape that I like. So none of them will be exactly the same because it's not really very routine. It's just scaffolding. It's just a matter of getting a shape that I like. So I'll start with something like that, and then of course I will work my way down to see something that I like. And it's a pretty easy process once you get the hang of it, or once you kind of get a pattern going that you like. And for me, it's a lot of diagonals and then just removing blocks. So I'll start with something like that. And yeah, just something like that. Find a angle and a shape that I like. Ooh, okay, yeah, I like that. So that just needs to go out a little more because it's such a taller mushroom that you need it to balance out. But yeah, so that's all you really do is just get a shape that you prefer and then just tweak it from there. And hopefully you'll get something that you like in the long run. Let's see. Now let's go back up here and get those scaffolding that I dropped. And let's see how this turns out. And there we have it, guys. Updated mushrooms. I hope that you guys like them as much as I do because I think that they really fit. And it just, I liked keeping the rounder shape. A lot of people tend to make like very cylinder looking mushrooms, like very skinny. And I kind of wanted to keep the round mushroom cap shape. And I like it. So there are a few more things we're going to do around the one chunk base today. And first off, what we're going to do is check out what that is right behind me. So we have a free sample, please recycle bottle. Free sample, please recycle. Okay. High octane booster. High octane booster. So it's a speed potion. Oh, this must be from Dadcraft. All right. I mean, recycling's always good. But there we go. And let's see. Okay, not flying. I don't feel like this is much of an improvement. I mean, I have to say, Mr. Dadcraft, this speed boost isn't really helping me so much. But thank you for the free sample. I appreciate it. And yeah, we'll let him know that we tried it, and he can come and get his sign thing. But I digress. So I came through the portal, minding my own business, and I came across this. and what I can only describe as something that is very, very interesting. This is a Hoglund Trader, I believe. So it looks like Zap set it up, I would say, because it says sub to Zap. So I decided I'm going to sit here and I'm going to trade some gold ingots and see if we can't do some of this Hoglund bartering uh, the cheaty way. Because it was a little bit annoying chasing them around when I did it earlier in the last episode. So, yeah, I think we're just gonna sit here, we're gonna trade some ingots, and see if we don't get anything good. This is, this is very cool. Zap, you're amusing, and, yeah, let's, do this. A few minutes later, and I think this is our last gold ingot. Let's see. Let's see what we got and if we got anything good. Alright. Okay, so we got some leather, we got soul sand, crying obsidian, lots of ender pearls. Ender pearls are nice. And 2 soul speed books with, yeah, you know what? I'm okay with that. I think I'm done bartering, and yeah, let's go to the shopping area. Let's check out if we sold anything in our shop. I don't expect this is gonna sell yet, so nothing. I'm gonna switch this out today probably. But 1 ingot for 4 diamonds. We already knew that we had sold 4 of them, so let's. Oh wow, we're down to 1. All right, let's gather some profits today. Let's check on our, yeah, okay. So I knew that that would sell eventually. Pretty excited about that. No pickles, not surprising since Beardstone is also selling pickles, so that will get replaced. Probably this, yeah, same for leather. Leather, 4 diamonds per box, and we sold a few of those. So all in all, that's pretty good. I'm going to just keep the shulker boxes and the ingot for now. I might replace the diamond ore. I might just keep selling it because why not? 2 diamonds. It's something. It's nice. But we might do a test. We might break a stack of diamonds, right? So break a stack of diamonds, see how much we get, see if we average more than 2. If we average more than 2, I might just keep the rest for myself. But if we don't average more than 2, I think, yeah, we're going to sell them. I'd say that a stack and a half of diamonds is a really good first profit for a shop, especially since we just started it. But I think now it's time to head over to the Mushroom Island so we can get prepped for the rest of this episode. The rest of this episode is going to be a Q&A, I think, after, we head to the base. And that's because in one of the last episodes, I got a comment that asked. So I asked you guys to ask me some questions, and you guys sent me quite a few. So what we're going to do is head into the Nether, do a load of resource gathering, and answer a few of your questions. In the last episode, I showed you guys kind of the mock-up idea of what we're going with this season, and behind me you will see the block palette, and you will notice that we have quite a few of the new blocks. So while we do this Q&A time-lapse, I think we're going to hit quite a few biomes to get these resources. We do need a bunch of quartz, so we will do some quartz mining. We're gonna hit probably a basalt delta so that we can get some of this blackstone as well as a warped forest, because we do have the nice pretty teal blocks. So those are the areas that we're gonna try to hit up mostly. And yeah, so without further ado, let's jump into that time lapse. All right, my friends, let's start this Q&A off pretty simple with a question that I got asked a few times in a few different ways. And the main question I got was what got me started on YouTube, or what got me started in Minecraft. And well, I've answered this before, but for all of you who do not know, I started off on YouTube voicing the rundown, the TB rundown, with Shepherd Tamer and Tycraft and CT Clunker, and that's kind of how it all started. I wasn't interested in making a channel or doing anything, but after I started voicing the rundown and people started seeming interested in me making a video or making content, I kind of I don't want to say I gave in, but it started sounding appealing to me. It started being something that I thought, okay, maybe someone would like to see what I could do. And for why Minecraft, uh, I've liked other games. I've played other games. I'm really into Fallout and Skyrim, and I've played Call of Duty, stuff like that. But nothing really like piqued my interest as much as Minecraft, because Minecraft is something where I feel like you can get your creativity out. You can do so much with Minecraft, and like it's personality stuff. Like I could do an SMP, I could do an LP, I could do creative videos. There's just a vast world of content creating out there when it comes to Minecraft, and it helps that Minecraft is something that I kind of felt like I was decent at. Like, as weird as that sounds, it was just something that after a little bit and putting so much time into a game that I've loved for so long, I've been playing Minecraft for about, oh my gosh, 10 years now. I've been playing since 2011. So yeah, almost 10 years. It's been amazing and I love it. So yeah, Minecraft just seemed to be the like no-brainer thing to go into. And then one Mr. Marco Zeta asked a question that I think is a nice transition from here. He asked, do I miss my time on the rundown, and what are my thoughts of the current rundown? And as for my thoughts about the rundown and if I miss it, yes and no. I really, really loved being a part of the rundown team. It was so much fun. It gave me quite a bit of confidence, because I don't think if I hadn't, wait, how do I word this? I don't think if I hadn't been a part of the rundown that I would be making videos, because the rundown was amazing. I got to be a part of a team, and I got to make commentary videos on a series that I really loved. So yeah, I look back on that with nothing but fond memories. And as for the current rundown team, I've only seen one episode, but I think that they're onto something. I think that the team is new and they're getting, things figured out, but I like the dynamic so far, and I'm excited to see what they come up with next. I look forward to the next video for sure. And from there, a question that I got asked a few times was, what are my favorite moments so far? Like, what are some defining moments? And as far as defining moments, definitely joining TB. Joining TB kind of made it all much more real. A favorite moment was making my LP, doing Eternal, and actually having people interested in what I was doing, and having people say things, like, can you make a tutorial? Or I'm really enjoying what you're doing, or people just being interested, I think really made a difference, because I don't know that I would have continued if no one had thought, okay, yeah, what you're doing is decent. And the second TB was like, hey, you interested? I I knew right then that, okay, what I was doing was okay. What I was doing, people liked, and it makes all the difference in the world. I could have just kept making Eternal videos basically just for me, and I would have been happy because I really liked what I was doing. But having someone say, okay, you're good enough to be in an SMP that I greatly admire, that that was world changing for me. That was the moment where I was like, okay, I could do this. I could do videos, and I could be a part of a community and be successful at it. And when I say successful, like, that was another question I got, like, what are your plans? Like, what is the future of your channel? What are your goals? I got a few, would you want to join something like Hermitcraft? And the answer is, if this is it, like, if TB is all I ever do, that will be enough for me, because I really love this community and I love what I'm doing, and I'm having so much fun. So future plans for the channel, grow, be, just have an awesome community, and keep going from there. If I don't get a single subscriber more, I will be perfectly happy. Like, honestly, I have done so much in this short time that I've been on YouTube that I am perfectly happy with. Like, if this is as far as I go, if this is the amount of growth that I have, it will be enough, because you guys are amazing. I have this community of, there's probably a solid 500 of you who I can pretty much count on. I can count on you guys being interested. I can count on getting feedback. I can count on the same people leaving comments. And that's amazing to me. That to me is a sign of success, or that to me is knowing that what I'm doing is worth putting time into, is the fact that I have a dedicated community of people who show up. And to me, that's enough. That's amazing. Before we get into a lot of the more personal questions that you guys asked, I did get a few more channel related ones and TB related ones. I got asked if I've ever met any of the TB members in real life. No, we have not. I have not met anyone so far in person, but I really would like to. I think if there's ever another like Minecon type thing, I would really like to get together with some of the other TB members. I think a few of us are on the West Coast, so if any of them are ever down my way, I would really love to get together, because I think that would be a lot of fun. And what else did I get asked? I got asked, do I make my builds in creative mode, or do I make them kind of on the fly? And so up until this last build that I've done, I always do things on a whim. Like, I don't plan anything out. Sometimes I'll go into a build with a build palette in mind. Like, I will think, okay, I really want to use this block, and then I just kind of wing it. But this last one, I kind of, I say I planned out. I went into creative mode and I picked blocks that I wanted, and then I've been like tweaking it, and I think I'm going to basically build the same thing on TV. So that's the first thing I've done in creative and kind of planned out, even though it's not going to be like a block for block copy of what's on the creative world. I did get quite a few comments asking if I would do tutorials or guide type videos in the future. And that's such a hard one for me to answer, because I've done a few tutorials in the past and they're really hard for me. It just feels, it feels insincere, and that's kind of difficult. But if more people like want them, if I keep getting asked, generally I cave and I will make one here or there. So is there more tutorials in the future for me? Probably. I'll probably have one or two, but this channel is never going to be like a tutorial channel. You're not going to see like constant or regular tutorials from me, because it's not something that I'm vastly interested in because I like talking to you guys and I like building, and I enjoy the SMP or the LP type video. So, short answer, maybe. Another question that I was asked was, where do I see my channel in 5 years? Ah, wow. 5 years is a long time from now. Hopefully still making videos. I'm hoping TB is still going strong because I absolutely love it and I want that to be in my immediate future. So for now, I think just really simple answer. In the next 5 years, I hope that I am continuing to do what I'm doing now, making videos, enjoying something that I love with the people that I love. Something that I was asked that I thought was really interesting was if I was invited to join something like Hermitcraft, would I or would I stay in TB? Honest answer, TB. Like, I love Hermitcraft. I've been a fan of Hermitcraft for years now, but I'm not interested in something that big. And that's a genuine, honest answer is I love TB and I wouldn't leave for anything. So if for some stupid reason the hermits were like, yeah, Jessie, you should join us, and the prerequisite or like they wanted me to quit TB, answer would be no, on 100% no. There's just, I'm not leaving TB for anything unless they kick my butt out, and I don't think they'll do that. So yeah, no, TB is where I will be for the foreseeable future. That kind of ties into another question that I was asked, which is why Bedrock? Um, as most of you know, I played Java for years. I started out in Java, I loved Java, but when it came down to making content, honest answer is Java is so saturated. Like, there's just, you want Java content, there are a million Java YouTubers out there. There aren't that many Bedrock content creators or Bedrock SMPs or Bedrock LPs. So when it came down to, okay, do I want to make videos on Java or Bedrock, it kind of was a no-brainer for me that I was going to go Bedrock because there's less competition and, you know, there's more chance of standing out because Bedrock has so many random quirks and stuff that if you can make something good on Bedrock, you have a bigger chance of standing out. So, honest answer there. So that's kind of the end for the more channel focused questions. And now we have a lot of more personal ones. So some rapid fire early ones. Favorite color is green. Favorite number is 3. How am I so nice? I don't know. Genuinely, it just feels like that's just who I am. I just feel like you should put positive energy out into the world because it's too easy to be negative. So that's kind of what I do. I just focus on the positive, and it's easy to be nice when you're surrounded by amazing people. So that helps. Favorite Minecraft block. See, this now feels like it's gonna change, right? So when you ask, okay, what's my favorite block? Typically the answer is gonna be coarse dirt. I think coarse dirt is the most usable block. You can use it in almost any block palette. You can use it for texturizing, and as far as landscaping goes, it's a must. So coarse dirt is just hands down something that I use so much. So I love it. It's my favorite block to use. Now, my favorite block now, oh gosh, probably the lanterns because I love them. They are so pretty, and for a builder, they were just monumental. That ad was ugh, I love it so much. So probably a tie between lanterns and of course dirt. Ooh, okay, so top 3 and bottom 3 mobs. I'm gonna go top 3 mushroom cows because they're freaking adorable and I love them. Wolves because I love having a pet. I think that's that's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. And for the third one, probably Jellycat because Jellycat. I mean, is there anything more to say? Love Scar and the fact that his cat made it into Minecraft is amazing. So yeah, those are my top 3. Bottom 3 is phantoms. They're freaking useless. I hate them so much. They're annoying and just yeah, I don't know why they're in the game. And for that same reason, I'm going to go drowned. I hate the drowned. I think that they're miserable. I think that they're everywhere and they just bother me so much. And third least favorite mob is going to be the magma cube because those things, they work my last nerve, man. They hate me, they kill me. I don't like them. So yeah, those are my top and bottom 3 mobs. And now for some of the personal questions. I got a bunch of how is Evie? And Evie is amazing. She is 6 weeks now, or almost 6 weeks, and she's a ball of personality already. She's grumpy, she's amazing, and I absolutely am loving every minute with her. So she is great. Then I got asked, how am I? I am doing wonderful. I am tired, having a new baby kind of is exhausting. And I mean, just for example, I'm recording this at 4 a.m. So yeah, it's been interesting trying to balance being a mom of a newborn and a 4-year-old and making content for you guys. But it's worth it. I will struggle a bit, but I wouldn't change it. These next 2 questions kind of tie into each other. So Amanda asks, will I be doing Twitch things for you guys? And the answer is yes, eventually. I'm sorry that it's taking so long, but right now, baby girl, she's not letting me do much in the way of recording or streaming while she's awake. It's really hard for her. Like, if she hears me, she wants to be with me, and I cannot sing or record or stream with her on me very easily. It's difficult. So yes, I don't know when, but eventually I will at some point. And that singing leads to Mark's question of okay, so he said, you've mentioned singing as a whole thing from your childhood. What got you started? How did you grow up into it? And what are some tips for parents who want to get their kids into it? So that's kind of a big question. What got me started? My great grandpa he was in like a barber quartet thing, like a barber shop group, and he was a voice instructor. And when I was little, I was the only one in my family who really showed an interest in singing or showed that I could carry a tune. Because as much as I love my mom and I love like my grandma, they can't really they I don't want to say they're tone deaf, but they don't sing too well. And so when I came out pretty much singing from the get-go, my great grandpa was loving life. So he used to sing with me all the time. Anytime we saw each other, he pretty much would only sing. Like, so if we were interacting, we would just sing together. And it was something that I grew up with. So singing has been in my blood and in my soul since I was pretty much born. And I was really lucky, and I was supported by some people in my family, and they were always just like, do choir. I was in church choir, and I was in madrigals and choir in high school and stuff like that. So I always sang. And as to how to get your kids into it, or tips, I would say just nurture it. If your kids show an interest in singing, just absolutely like let them know that it's amazing. Like just absolutely nurture it, because one of the I don't want to say like the worst things, but one thing with me is I had a family member who believed in like tough love and was just like, it's important to be honest. And so he let me know at a really young age that even though I liked singing and I was decent at it, it would never amount to anything because I'm just not special enough to like do anything with singing. And that kind of sucked. And it made me like really freaked out to sing in front of people and stuff like that. So my suggestion would be to just nurture it. If they want to do choir or they want to, sing karaoke all the time, let them. Just let them sing their hearts out, and then that will help them have the confidence to do more. And honestly, things like choir in school, amazing. I mean, it's not the most like helpful when it comes to training your voice and stuff, because most of them are just I mean, I don't want to say not the most professional, but I mean, they're all right. So I suggest doing choir because it's just a good environment, as well as do things like sing with them. Yeah, that's really the only thing I can think to suggest is just nurture it, show love, show support, and don't force anyone. If your kid isn't interested, that's fine too. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And we're going to end with a pretty simple question from First Raccoon, who asked, do I have any pets, and or like what was my favorite pet from my childhood? And to answer that, the current one, no, I don't have any current pets right now. With a newborn and a 4-year-old, it just didn't. Yeah, I couldn't have a pet right now. I don't know what I would do. But my favorite pet from my childhood, I had a dog that I freaking loved. This dog was amazing. His name was Ranbo. Yeah, it was Ranbo. I used to think it was Rainbow, but nope, it was Rambo. And he was a German Shepherd, like border collie mix, I believe. And that dog was attached to me like nobody's business. He was always by my side. We always were together. I could ride him like a horse. He was huge. But yeah, I loved that dog. Really, really great dog. And yeah, so that was my favorite pet. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for today. This episode is already getting crazy long, but I hope that you have enjoyed it. And thank you for staying and being interested in me. Thanks for all the questions that you guys submitted. And yeah, so if you like this episode, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button because, of course, it really does help out the channel and I appreciate it. And if you would like to keep up with me on other social media, I do have links in the description below to all the ways that you can reach out to me. I have a Patreon as well, and we actually just started our new 1.16 patron only server. So if you're interested in that, click the Patreon link and check it out. As well as check out my merch link down below. I have a few designs that I really love. But yeah, without further ado, thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you. And I will see you guys in the next episode of Truly Bedrock. Bye, guys.